All right, viewers at home, welcome back. We're about to make the announcement on who is the winner, what brand is the winner of BevNET's Cocktail Showdown 2 competition. A very challenging competition, a competition full of very good challengers. One of them will be the champion and receive a $10,000 industry awareness package from BevNET. Before we make that announcement, I want to go to the judges and talk a little bit about, in general terms, what they saw out of this winner, why they thought it deserved the title of BevNET's Cocktail Showdown champion. Sebastian, let's start with you.
So in general, I would love to say that this was a big variety of companies out there, big variety of products, as we said before, for everything from 4% ABV up to 40. So there's a reason to like any concept. There's a different reason for every concept, right? But we are also facing right now a lot of competition in the RTD market. There's so much competition. There's so much fight for shelf space. Calories have to be in the right amount. The price has to be in the right amount. So there needs to be some level of differentiation, and some consumers need something needs to be easy to understand and very good to relate to.
Absolutely. Saeed?
Yeah, I mean, this competition is about ready to drink. And what we saw, at least what I saw in this winner, is that it was ready to drink, and I was able to, it made me want to go back to drink more of it. So, and the juice in this, in this can was amazing. So definitely appreciated it.
Tiffany?
Yeah, I think they nailed the taste. It's classic, which is what's selling, but they also nailed the shelf, and it has some viability that others don't on the shelf. So for me, it's also cool. There's a cool it factor. There's a question they ask, is there something just cool about it? It's just cool. And so that obviously means a lot, obviously, today. Authentic, yet traditional at the same time. So.
And Carlton?
This was hard. It was really hard. You guys did a great job, everyone. And I think it's important to note, too, that because of the differentiation between these products, it's not like we're comparing them against each other. And we all bring our own lenses, and different criteria of how we judge. But I do think at the end of the day, the winner has a really interesting chance to be a leader in a category that's going to be next. If we were doing this 5 years ago, 10 years ago, we would have been trying to find the next White Claw. We're not trying to do that. White Claw's already got a massive share, and Truly's got a big share behind that. So we're not looking for someone who might have a David shot against a Goliath in their category. We're looking for someone who could build the next Goliath. And I think that really affected my decision on what I thought was the best.
Once again, great feedback from the judges. Thank you guys so much. All right, just before we make this announcement, just before I make the announcement, I just want to note that we are going to do a quick interview with the winner just after we make the announcement and after this room clears out. So viewers at home, stay tuned. And for all the folks who participated, once again, amazing, amazing job. Congratulations. You all have created great products and brands. Thank you so much for being with us. And please talk to the judges. The judges want to talk to you. They want to see you afterwards. They want to offer you some more feedback and advice. I think each of them had about a minute. They want to offer you at least 5 minutes. So how about that? All right. The winner of BevNET's Cocktail Showdown 2 competition is Golden Rule. Congratulations. Come on up to the stage. Well done. Congratulations. Congratulations, well done. Now we're going to take some photos, but before we do that, I just want to say once again, thank you all so much for being here. Thanks all of you at home watching. We're going to do this again in June, but in the meantime, Golden Hour, the winners of BevNET's Cocktail Showdown 2 competition. Thank you. All right, as promised, I'm Ray Latif, the editor and producer of BevNET's Taste Radio podcast, here with the winners of BevNET's Cocktail Showdown 2 competition, Hunter Sprole and James Mauk of Golden Rule. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us. Couldn't have expected this, so really appreciate you guys hosting us and being here.
When you heard the announcement, you weren't expecting it?
No.
Not really. This is an amazing field of competitors, so, I mean, it's pretty humbling to have seen our name up there. I mean, we're really excited to have partaken, but, yeah, weren't expecting it.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult because it was a tough competition. 10 brands, 10 great concepts. As the judges pointed out, liquid packaging, route to markets, potential for these brands, all great. Let's start from the beginning. Golden rule for folks who may have missed your presentation. What do you guys do?
Sorry, I missed the end
We're
of
still
it.
in the room. Yes, for folks who may have missed your presentation, golden rule, what is it that makes you different? What do you guys do?
We do ready-to-drink cocktails that emulate what you would get at a bar. So everything is two-proof, working off of our own recipes. So our margarita is 27% alcohol. It is as straightforward as it gets. Tequila, triple sec, lime juice. Our old-fashioned is orange, bitters, a high rye bourbon. Everything is meant to be exactly what you would get at a bar. Again, just proper cocktails.
And great packaging, too. You know, one of my friends knew that I was going to be judging this competition and happened to see your can here of your old fashioned. And he's like, is that an Eames chair? That is really cool.
It's a style of an Eames chair. Don't go too into that one there.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Use
I
the
see where you're going.
name.
Okay, so it's not exactly an Eames chair. It's close.
There might be an
to
extra
that.
leg on there or something. I don't know.
How did you come up with the packaging? How did you come up with the branding? Because it is very distinct.
Yeah, so the idea was really off of matchbooks, and I grew up, as I said, in the restaurant industry, and my dad's restaurant had this, basically a box of matches that people at the bar would pick out of, and they would write little notes in them, and they'd put them back in for other people to find. And as we were developing this whole idea of the golden rule and everything and sharing things, it was like, oh, these matchbooks, they're so synonymous with bars and restaurants, and they were always a thing. Like, what if we could capture that imagery and really have that as like, these are our to-go little cocktails. Take them with you. Take them wherever you go.
Kind of have like a destination to it as well. So, I mean, it's a family recipe from the Margarita and kind of where that recipe came from, and that's part of where the imagery came from for that Margarita. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, you get to the old fashioned, and I think it was just a conversation. It's, where do you like to enjoy an old fashioned? And a style of Eames chair came to mind. It's, you know, kicking back after a long day and just put you in that kind of destination for where you might like to enjoy one of those types of drinks.
Camping can be a destination. The forests, yeah, getting out there in the hills.
Beaches, forests, camping is something people like to do.
Yes, indeed. Inside joke, if folks who saw the entire competition. A destination is also something that's interesting. The word in that there was some talk about where this package can go, and talking about airplanes, talking about cruise ships and things like that. I mean, have you already talked to some folks in those types of travel industries? I mean, what's the plan?
So yeah, we've approached them. We're trying to get into that, and I mean, one of the things is education. We see no better avenue to educate people on the 100 milliliter size of cocktails than airlines, right? You have such a captive audience, and I think people can still be a little skeptical on the ready-to-drink segment in general. So if we have a captive audience, this new style of can, it fits. I mean, you could walk through TSA with it. It is 100 milliliters, so you could get through. They might as well just have us on board anyways. And so there's a lot of things that work for us in those segments, and yeah, we're hopeful, and we're pursuing those as avenues to really sell the drinks.
Absolutely. Last question. You know, I think some people wonder, like, once I get a product that has resonance, that people appreciate, would you change anything? When you're talking about your business strategy, what have you learned to this point? Because it seems like there's a lot of appreciation for what you guys have created, but what are some of the learnings, what are some of the lessons that you have to incorporate into the future of your company?
I mean, again, I would take it in that, yes, we definitely are incorporating things throughout, right? We're so young. We're still getting our feet wet in this industry. We came out with things that we like, and we want to continue to come out with things that we like to drink because we think they're fun and it's engaging. But, you know, if that, some people have said already, it's like, you're old-fashioned strong. And, like, we can take that as a wink-wink, like, maybe take a couple proof off of that or something. We're continuing to evolve. We know that this is going to be a journey, and we're kind of in just the infant stages of it. We're excited to see where it takes us with new cocktails, you know, evolving. The margarita recipe we're probably pretty stuck with because of our family, but there are some other things that we could evolve, and we're excited to see where that takes us. So
yeah, and not wanting to, you know, overextend ourselves too soon. I mean, we wanted to start with, we started with the margarita first, followed up with the old fashioned, a couple of just classics. And I mean, of course, as we alluded to, want to extend the line a bit, but not get too far ahead of ourselves, and continue to take feedback from the market, but stay true to just what we like to drink, as James said.
For now, enjoy the day, enjoy the evening, right? Now, my question is, how many of these can you fit inside the trophy? I mean, like, let's say if you pour 2 ounces, that's probably at least, what, 60, 70 ounces you could get in there?
It would be able to be shared amongst everyone, I will say that. So maybe we don't try that right now, but we'll experiment.
No, probably post-COVID, really post-COVID, we can try something like that. But in the meantime, guys, congratulations again. It was an honor seeing you on stage. It was an honor seeing all the brands participate on stage, but you guys are the champions. Golden Rule, once again, champions of BevNET's Cocktail Showdown 2 competition. Just a reminder to our live stream viewers, we're back on here at 8 a.m. Pacific time for the semifinal round of BevNET's New Beverage Showdown. You don't want to miss it. In the meantime, just saying thank you so much to our amazing team at BevNET. The behind-the-scenes folks have been working their butts off, and I think it shows that they are real professionals. And signing off with the amazing folks who participated in our competition, these guys are awesome. I'm Ray Latif, and we'll talk to you next time.